Previously on Monster Hunter. Kirby and I don't like Barioth. We were just playing around in the Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate demo for the Nintendo Switch, and our first battle against that big saber-toothed dragon ended up in a timeout. But we did not give up. We were going to slay this villain. We were going to defeat him. We were going to hunt this winged cat, Sabertooth, and we were going to take it down for good. And in order to do so, we had to enlist two other hunters. One is a good friend of mine. The other one is some random person that ended up in our lobby somehow. But it did not matter if we had a random stranger in our group. We were going to put on our headsets, talk to each other, and defeat this beast, this tyrant that could not be defeated. And we would not be defeated in fighting this Barioth. In order to fight Barioth this time, I decided to use the light bow gun. I felt that that would be a much better way of fighting this creature, especially because my two partner hunters had melee weapons. I wanted to kind of stay at a farther distance. Okay, there's Barioth. There's my nemesis, or my demo nemesis, my demosis. I always try to stay out of range of the roar, but sometimes you can't help that. But luckily with light bowgun, you can shoot from afar and still do good damage. There's actually a sweet spot. If you're playing this light bowgun, or you're thinking about playing it, there's charts online, there's YouTube videos. The YouTuber Gaijin Hunter has really good videos about explaining how all the weapons in this game work. With the light bowgun, there's actually a sweet spot, which is just a certain distance away from the monster that you need to be in order to do the most damage. And that's where I try to stay in this battle. I know Barioth, with like one or two swings of its tail, a plop of its belly on top of you, and a third of your life is gone. I chose Valor style, so my game plan was just to sit back and charge up my Valor bar, and once Valor mode is activated, my shots will do more damage. Barioth, though, is kind of a frenetic, frenzied monster that likes to jump around a whole lot. It likes to float, it likes to fly. Getting a read on it and really shooting it without missing takes a little bit of skill, a little bit of practice, repeat hunts. Luckily, this is like my third or fourth time. Maybe not luckily, unluckily, since it beat me so many times. But now that I'm in Valor mode, it's going to be a little bit easier to do more damage. Remember, traps really work. They really help. So if you're ever going out on a hunt, especially against a very tough creature, grab traps. You might not think you need them, but they will come in handy. At this point, I'm feeling pretty good. I have Valor mode. I'm remaining in the right distance. I'm hitting, maybe not all my shots, but a majority of them. My tips on Barioth, or any monster in this game, especially the tougher ones, is just to treat this game like a dance. Like, just watch your partner, which is the monster. It's ebb and flow. If you see the monster running about, bounce back, dodge. Don't be afraid to do that. Monster Hunter is all about patience and watching what the enemy is going to do, watching what the monster is going to do, and then reacting accordingly. It's about preparation, being prepared. This game's not about attacking at random or shooting at random. It's about the prep work. Especially when you're going against your nemesis like I am. Like, I'm not going to die yet another time against this beast. The only thing about the light bowgun is sometimes I'll kind of screw up the controls. It's a little, I'm not going to say convoluted, but controlling the light bowgun is a little tough at times. It's remembering what buttons do what. There's a scope mode, and then there's the over-the-shoulder mode, which I like to use. When you're in scope mode, you can't move your character, but when you're in the over-the-shoulder targeting mode, you can. Well, I don't really have too much more to say. So sit back, relax, and watch Kirby and I, and of course the other two hunters, defeat this devilish foe of mine, and I'll see you next time.